Dear fellow scholars, this is a video with a professional here. Today we are going to talk about AI that can predict pandemics before they spread. Yes, really. Let's have a look. This is a robot that learns like a human. Not in the sense that it has human-like thoughts, but in the sense that if we want it to learn how to tie a shoelace, we can show it once or twice, and then it practices against a virtual environment until it gets it right. This is not something that we have told it through any data set or training examples. Instead, it learns by doing and by feeling. And yes, these are real robots. There are two of them. The RT2 robots have 25 motors each and are actuated. This means that we can control each joint of their arms and legs individually, so we can make them walk, grasp objects, and so on. Now, typically when we look at these kinds of AI-powered robots, they don't learn this way. Usually we program them to do something, and then we give them a lot of training examples so that they can get good at it. Or if we are feeling lazy, we record a bunch of demonstrations of the task we want them to learn, and then somehow magically transfer this knowledge to the AI so that it can reproduce it. But here, no, this is different. Here, these robots learn by themselves through trial and error. They are embodied AIs, meaning that they have a body that they can control and interact with the world through their sensors and actuators. They learn through physical interaction rather than just looking at data inputs. Wow. And now, hold on to your papers because it gets even better. This work is a vision-language action model. What does that mean? Well, normally, seeing, language, understanding, and movement are three separate things in AI. We have computer vision algorithms that can understand what is where in an image. Then we have natural language processing algorithms that can understand what we say. And finally, we have robotics algorithms that can make the robot move. However, all of these are separate. What the authors did now is that they combined the three into one AI system. That is, it can see, understand what it sees, plan what to do, and execute the plan, all in one go. This is absolutely amazing. What I also loved about this paper is that the skills that it learns are generalizable. It learns to perform a task in a simulation environment and then generalizes to apply those skills in a real-world environment. For instance, if you tell this AI that a glass is on the table and ask it to pick it up, it will first make a plan and then execute it. It will lift the glass up. However, note that there's a gap between the table and the gripper, and it does not simply grab it from the air. Instead, it closes its gripper around the glass, feels that there is something there, opens it up a little, lifts it up, and then closes it again. This is incredible. We humans do the same thing too, don't we? Pick up the cup, feel the bottom of the cup, adjust the gripper, and then lift it up. Bravo. Another thing I really liked about this work is that it can do few-shot adaptation. If you ask it to perform a new task for which it has only seen a few examples, it can still do it. This is much like us humans. If someone shows us how to use a new tool just once or twice, we can usually figure out how to use it for ourselves. And finally, it can do all this in real time. Look, it takes in the information about its surroundings instantly and can react to them almost in real time. It can plan what to do and actually do it. Loving it. Now you may wonder, okay, but how does this avoid doing something bad? How do we know that it won't hurt itself or its environment? Well, this is where the magic of reinforcement learning comes into play. See, it has been programmed to avoid harmful actions. So if it ever tries to do something dangerous, it gets a score that is very negative. Now, since it wants to maximize its score, it won't do that anymore. Finally, the cool thing is that we can use these robots for household or industrial use. They can be our helpers in the kitchen or in warehouses where they need to move around and manipulate objects. This is an incredible feat. The algorithms and techniques developed here pave the way for fully autonomous service robots. I am in awe. What a time to be alive. If everything goes well, I think that soon we will have AI companions, just like we have had in Star Trek. And maybe one day they will even be able to help us out in disasters. We're similar to those Asimo robots that Honda has built a long time ago. These were able to run, look cool, and even transport drinks to us. So do you see the potential? What about you? Let me know in the comments below. Thanks for watching and for your generous support, and I see you next time.